Hey everyone, nobody's in here yet, but I'll go ahead and give you a hey everyone. Um, get my camera situated while some folks file in. Maybe nobody's going to file in. Maybe it'll be me, myself, and I. What am I going to load up? I think I'll load up my Rattrays number 4 shape. Rattrays number 4 shape in their old gallery series. So, problem number 1, or decision number 1, decided. Decision number 2, I think I'm going to smoke some crooner. That's what I was going to smoke last time, I believe. Talked myself out of it. But it is kind of a special occasion for me, and we'll get to that. Matt Chipmoogley, I got my computer down here, so now you're going to see the bill on my cap instead of my eyes today, or instead of the profile that you normally get when I have my computer over here. Just purchased a 14-ounce tub of Carter Hall. Does it have a pull tab on top? I don't think so. The Carter Hall tubs, unless you got an old one, the Carter Hall tubs are plastic. So it should just have a screw off top. Who is on E.T.'s bike? Can you tell me? You guys are probably all watching this on your phones. Probably hard to see. But yeah, it's the classic E.T. Image with just a slight variance. Not Walt. There you go. It's Alf in the basket. And Willie from Alf. All right. Yeah, let's load this up. I've got some frog on the bayou. Maybe I should do that since it's a special occasion. Oh my word. I don't know how old this frog is. This Frog Morton. Thank you, PVD. I got a kick out of it. Dave Tuttle, glad you're watching. On the TV, good grief. You must be a good boy. Or have a very understanding wife. All right, Smoking the Ghost, go get your frog on the bayou. Mine's probably from about that same time frame, about 2017, maybe 2016, possibly as early as 2015. Boca to Boynton, straight to the heart of the matter. The special occasion is it's my birthday. So I was born this day in 1975, which makes me 46, which is not nearly as cool of a number as 45, or 44, or 43, or 42, or any of the younger numbers. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate that. Much appreciated. I had thought, well, maybe I won't do a live stream because it's my birthday, but yeah. Kind of wanted to have a smoke. Oh, need a filter, you guys. Day over 13. Is that a compliment? I don't know. You should have seen me when I was 13. I was a baby. '75 was a groovy year. I've got another t-shirt that says the '70s did it better. Typically, I don't go for the t-shirts with sayings on them, but that one was, I thought that one was kind of cool. VCR 12, I do not make pipes. I sell pipes. I've got an online shop of the same name as the channel, but I don't make them. Don't make them. There's plenty of people in the YouTube pipe community that do, however. So I'm sure you're thinking of someone else. Badger Ash. Then we share the same birthday. Today is the 6th. What does that mean? Chad. I don't make cool pipes. I just make pipes cool. Chad, I saw you were live when I went live, but you've been going for a while, and I'm pressed for time tonight, so I had to get her started. Hope I didn't crush your live stream. So, Stratman says, what I got planned for the old birthday? Well, I worked today. I used to take my birthday off, but in recent years, when I hit my 40s, it didn't seem to matter as much. But usually when I don't take my birthday off, I kind of have a drag of a work day. And that was the case with the day job. Thank you, Cliff. Oh, Chad told y'all to come over here? Yeah, all right. Appreciate that, Chad. I figured you were planning on wrapping things up. We had just got back from picking up my wife's car from the shop, and from there I headed home to order dinner and do this live stream, and she headed to pick up our middle child from school and go pick up dinner, which is usually my job, but she offered to do it since it was my birthday. And so that's the plan for tonight, is I can live stream till she gets home, which will probably be about another 30, 40 minutes maybe. And then we're having steak from Texas Roadhouse, takeout. I hate to do too much takeout because there's so much wastefulness to it with all the plastics. They pack everything in, but it's my birthday, man, and I want some steak. And I don't want to cook it. Mm. Got that McClellan tang. My first aha moment with pipe tobacco was smoking some McClellan. One of their Oriental series. Can't remember which one it was, but tasted like finely spiced meat. It just was like nothing I'd ever had before. I never had anything, I don't believe, with Orientals in it. Never had anything with Latakia in it. And even though these days Latakia is not my favorite blending element, back then it was just amazing to smoke something different from, Black Cavendish, basic Burleys. One thing about the McClellan blends, though, I know they had some ribbon cuts, but most of their broken flakes and their flakes, cube cuts and all that, I have a hard time keeping lit. Chris Wright's copy, Shanae's Cake and the Friday Savinelli. That's a match made in heaven. Maybe that's what I should have went with. Strap man. My first aha moment was Take On Me. Well, me too, actually. I take that back. All that stuff about McClellan. Take on me. I used to could hit that note pretty well, that high note. Now I just do it. I try to do it to annoy the kids. Does the Pipe Nook sell already cellared Dunhill? I do not. I'm not in the business of cellared tins or consignment tins or consignment pipes. So it's all new stuff on the Pipe Nook. Aaron Knight, I'm a cigar smoker that hasn't made the leap yet. What's stopping you? I need to make a video of this, but you can get everything you need to try pipe smoking on the cheap. If you go with a corncob pipe and just one blend and the bare essentials as far as tools, you can get by with about $30, $35, I think. Maybe less than that. Maybe it was $25. And if you know pipe smoking something you want to stick with and give a fighting chance, I would recommend the Savinelli Series 3 pipe. And those are, you can get an ugly one. You can get one of the discounted ones for like $55 for a 9mm filtered one, which would be my recommendation. And then tack on a tin of tobacco and all the stuff you need. You're looking at probably 75, 80 bucks. But you can get started on the cheap with a cob. Oh, let's see. I wish I could sell stock in the pipe Nook, but we're not there. I don't think I'll ever get there. Not intending to turn this into a big corporation. Clayton, I do my best. I'm glad you appreciate it. Aaron, I wouldn't recommend an aromatic pipe tobacco for your first pipe tobacco. So no, not a certain flavor. If you do want to start with an aromatic, I would recommend Cornell and Deal's Autumn Evening if you're into a maple flavor, or GLP's Virginia Cream if you want more of a vanilla flavor. But if you're if you're looking to get started on the cheap and you're just kind of wondering if pipe tobacco is for you, I would recommend a very lightly flavored tobacco or even an unflavored tobacco. It depends on if you're into cigars or not. You said you were into cigars, so I don't think a pipe tobacco that's unflavored is going to bowl you over. So I would say start with something like Cornell and Deal's Epiphany or Americana. The Gray Ghost is really good, and it has cigar leaf in it. Not much, but enough for you to kind of piece it out. Or even Carter Hall. Carter Hall's a good standby pipe tobacco. And it's what a lot of people use for a first smoke in a pipe. Mm-mm-mm. Who do I use for shipping? Well, that's become not a popular question, but I've been asked that a couple of times this week because shipping has been so problematic this holiday season. I do use the United States Postal Service, the USPS. They haven't done me wrong by and large until this holiday season, and I really can't blame them for that. There was such a surge in online purchasing this holiday season, they just couldn't keep up with it. So when their facilities got packed, um, it could take days or even weeks for a package to go from one facility to the next. It's been kind of ridiculous. So I know some of you guys have ordered things maybe in the past couple of weeks and possibly still haven't gotten them in. The post office is still working through their backlog from the holiday rush. Most of you have been very patient as to that, and I appreciate it. I had 2 or 3 packages that I was going to send out a replacement for, and at the last minute I got an email back saying, oh, it just got delivered, and it was like around the 30-day mark for 2 of those. So that was kind of crazy. Hopefully we'll be back to normal soon. The other guys, you know, FedEx and UPS, I'd have to charge more to use them. But, and, you know, all things being equal, like standard shipping, like say back in June or July, they'd be about the same length of time, but a little bit more expensive if I went with FedEx or UPS. Uh, these days, they might be a little faster, but they're still running behind from what I'm told. UPS and FedEx, they're still running behind their scheduled time frames, but not as bad as the Postal Service. Wait, who else had a birthday? I missed the third one. I'll tell you, Cliff, at 46, I do not feel like a whippersnapper anymore. What am I smoking? You missed it. So I'm smoking some Frog Morton on the Bayou. It's been aging for a few years. Earlier in the day, I finished out some Big and Burley that had also been aging for a few years, since 2016. And for me, the Big and Burley is a little too big and a little too burly. So I had jarred it up back 4 years ago. Hadn't gotten back to it until recently. I pulled it off this shelf behind me. Oh, I just had a jump again in my comments. All briared up, I'm doing good. Much better than I deserve. I'm not going to weigh in on the 1Q thing, but I will say some people love 1Q. Some people do not like 1Q, but it is one of the better aromatic blends that are readily available. I would still recommend the Cornell and Deal Autumn Evening or the Virginia Cream over 1Q, but smoke what you like. You just have to try it out and see what you like. And don't let anyone tell you what you should or shouldn't like. Night Piper, I'm glad you appreciate the even number pricing on the site. I just didn't, you know, when I got started on that site, and I still hold to this, I never liked it when I went to a pipe site and I saw a pipe for like 63.49 or 63.27, or, you know, 122.64. It just, I don't know. There's something about that pricing scheme where companies just try to get it as, or they seem to try to get it as low as it can possibly go to the penny. It just seems really commoditized to me. And then on the other side of that, when they do things with a 99 cents at the end, it's like, okay, everybody knows it costs another buck than your brain initially sees. 63.99 is really $64. So I just price it at the next even dollar. I don't make enough sales for, that extra 50 cents or whatever per sale to make me rich, but it does help. Yep, Velvet's another decent one for beginners. Beginners. But I would say Carter Hall, if you're not sure if you want an aromatic tobacco or if you want to go the more non-aromatic tobacco, and you don't have a clue what Latakia is yet, you can save that for another attempt. But Carter Hall is a good middle-of-the-road blend. It's burley based. It has enough flavoring for some people to consider it a semi-aromatic or a light aromatic. It's probably just whatever it's cased in, but gives it, some people say, a slight cocoa taste. Very slight. But then if you decide you want something that's more flavored, you can go with an aromatic tobacco. If you want something less flavored, you can go with something like Epiphany or Americana or Grey Ghost or any number of blends that I carry on the site. I'm pretty, I've got a pretty good selection of non-aromatic tobaccos. I kind of discriminate a little bit against aromatic tobaccos, even though I carry them. I don't think I carry, I definitely don't carry more aromatics than non-aromatics. I carry more non-aromatics. Well, here's a nice live stream. You get to see an old guy think out loud. As he tries to string together a full sentence or two. I cannot wait for that steak tonight. I get my steak rare. I ordered my steak medium well for years because my parents both ordered their steaks well done. And I mean, they would really get into the weeds with the waiter. When I say well, I mean crispy, well done, no pink, all gray. That's how they ordered their steaks. And, as a teenager, my rebellious nature, I went with medium well. And then as a young adult, I started ordering my steaks medium. And then I had a friend who I met in my late 20s, I think, mid-20s. He always ordered his steaks rare. And he was like, dude, I'm telling you, go medium rare. Order one steak medium rare. And you'll be at a rare steak in no time at all. I'm like, I don't see myself ever eating a rare steak. But I did. I tried one with him. Well, he ordered his rare, and I ordered mine. Normally at that time, I would order medium. I went to medium rare. Loved it. Ordered my next steak medium rare, and then I've been rare pretty much ever since. Love steak, man. If I could eat steak 2 meals a day, I would. All right, what'd I miss with my steak ramble? How much was that Lorenzetti Nero? Who is that? AS? I'm curious. And it was a 9mm filtered. I can't imagine it'd be too much less than a Series 3 pipe. PA Piper, that's awesome. You're 60 and feel 45? That's amazing. At 45, I often wondered, is this what 60 feels like? I really need to get back on a diet, not a diet, but a healthy eating kick. And a exercise regimen. Yeah, I hear you, Chad. VidMaze, I don't get ribeyes. There's too much fat in there for me. Um, I normally get filet mignon. Ben, that's what I'm saying. I tend to overcook my steaks at home. So when you order from a place that hopefully the cooks know what they're doing, you can get a nice rare steak. These days, when I occasionally order a medium rare steak, it typically leans towards medium, and I'm not happy with it. So I'll go back to ordering rare the next time. Yeah, Night Piper, I just well, maybe a year ago, learned of a way to order steak that's not even as cooked as rare, and you can order a blue steak. And that means they barely put that thing on the grill and give it to you. Don't think I'm ready for that. I'll stick with rare. I do like to see that they actually, pretended to cook it a little bit. Then again, I'll eat absolutely raw tuna and sushi, but I don't eat a 16-ounce raw tuna or a 12-ounce raw tuna. So there is a difference there. Hey man, Night Piper, I can appreciate a good steak, but I can also appreciate a good Nathan's hot dog. I don't know if I've ever been to Knoxville, Night Piper. But that sure sounds good. Ye Old Steakhouse. We've got one independently owned steakhouse here in town that is not much for atmosphere, but man, they make some good steaks. It's called Coach and Four. It just looks like an old-timey ranch house. Not fancy at all, but man, those steaks are fantastic. All the Matches 860 pipes are sold and shipped. Sorry about that, Dave. I got a, I don't have it out here, but it's on my fridge actually. But I did get a Christmas card from Jean, John Harden's wife, last week. I think it showed up the day after Christmas or something like that, but where she wished the entire YTPC a Happy New Year. Oh. That is a pricey steak. WKR Piper. 2 people, $450. I'd be sick to my stomach after that, and it wouldn't be because of the food. Stratman? Oh, do I ship steak? No, I don't ship steak. Maybe I should stop talking about steaks. But that's what's on the old brain, because it's a coming my way. Andrew Galloway, welcome. A few minutes late on my part for noticing. The old 96er. John Candy, the old 96er. What movie was that in? I remember the scene. I can't remember what film it was in. The cook comes out after he eats this 96-ounce steak. He's like, "You ain't done yet." What do you mean? There's nothing there but a bunch of fat and gristle. Scott, we did a live stream for John on Halloween night. That was always a special time for him, his favorite time of the year, so I thought that was fitting. You can't eat steak because of gout, Andrew. Remind me to not get gout. The Great Outdoors. I was thinking it was The Great Outdoors, but I haven't seen that one in years. But that scene just stuck in my memory, so I thought maybe it was a different one because I've seen a lot of John Candy films. He's one of my favorites. I I liked The Great Outdoors. I love Uncle Buck. I love Summer Rental is probably my favorite John Candy film. Volunteers, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I do like Haunted Bookshop, Trevor. Um, I was smoking it at a pretty good clip this year. I think I've gone through a 8-ounce tin and a couple of 2-ounce tins. Night Piper, we're not gonna. There aren't gonna be any more matches pipes. That was a one-time thing. Uh oh, I hear my wife's car, so I need to go help get that food on the table. It's just a matter of a minute or two now, you guys. Daniel, I haven't had enough Galwith and Hogarth tobacco to really have an opinion. I'd always heard they smoked or they came really wet, and that just kind of put me off of trying them. Um, so I can't tell you. I'm not the guy for that question. Same thing with Samuel Galwith, but just recently I ordered some tins of Sam Galwith that I'll be smoking through here in the near future. I don't. I haven't had any haunted bookshop that's ever been aged, so I don't know. Typically, I think of Virginia blends and a lot of Kia blends as cellaring well. There might be too much Burley and Haunted Bookshop for it to make that much of a difference. But I don't know. I've never had any that was aged any longer than maybe 6 months. Guys, thanks so much for the birthday wishes, and I will be enjoying that steak. You guys have a good night. And we'll chat with y'all hopefully next week. See ya.